Bitcoin on the Gaussian channel on the daily, the 3-day, the 5-day, and the weekly. That's what we're going to look at in this video. Some important key updates to be watching for next, and support levels, resistance levels, all that good stuff. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram, and Patreon for more content. All the links below. So let's get right to it. The daily Gaussian channel. Here's the daily chart. Nice move yesterday. Just a measly 9.5%. Almost 10% move again after this nice uptrend. Fake out to the downside, bounce off of the 200-day support, the 200-day EMA right there in the pink, and a perfect wick and a bounce off of it so far. So is that still our safe zone? Yeah, yes and no, right? Now that we've gotten back above and made new highs, right? We've put in a low, a higher low, and a high and a higher high now. So we're still in an uptrend. But really, ideally, we want to start watching this level. I feel like this level got raised a bit because we put in this low. We really want to watch this previous sideways consolidation right around 22.5, 22.6. That is where we need to remain bullish if we come back down, right? No guarantees that we come back down anytime soon. We could be at 26K tomorrow. Of course, Bitcoin can do what the hell it wants. But if we come back down, that's kind of the new to remain ultra bullish support zone, 22.5, 22.6. You don't want to lose that after kind of reclaiming it quickly here. That would be a warning sign and our final for the bulls to remain bullish, right? You know, in a shorter term, the 200-day, right? Right now that's 21.5. That can change slightly, days or weeks. But let's get to our key point of the video, the Gaussian channel. So why don't we use it on the daily? Well, it has too many fake outs, right? So I'm clearing this chart up here. So this is exactly what you'd want to see on a 5-day chart. And we'll get to why we want to use that in just a moment. But so the daily, right, we're red. You get your price action on top, become more bullish, flips to green, and this is where you want to be buying on a 5-day, right? The daily, right, like we said, too many fake outs. Now, what's wrong with this? It looked like it worked this time, and I would agree. But look at this flash here. Right, and you got a little bit of a flashback here as your prices got on top. You kind of got sucked right back in as it turned green. So too many fake outs on the daily. Now, bullish, of course, on the daily chart, looking great. How about our indicators on the daily chart? Well, we looked at this yesterday. The relative strength, right? Bounce, super bounce, back over 70 on the daily chart. The stochastic moving up, that's your momentum. The RSI is based on the price. The stochastic is based on the RSI. That is your momentum of said move. The MFI, kind of flatlined here. Not a big concern. You want to be watching that more for a divergence, which, not a whole lot right now. So don't read too much into that. The ADX and the I has, got really close to crushing bearish, on February 13th, and then a bounce and divergent away. Now, what we want to see that we talked about yesterday is this ADX, the average directional index. You want it to follow the bulls on top, right? If you're bullish, if you're a bull, right? Some people still want to see 12K Bitcoin. Good luck to you. But for the bulls, that's what you'd want to see in the coming days. So watch for that. Let's look at... Stop drawing on the charts, Chase, and let's get to it. Let's look at another key point, the Fisher transform. We looked at this yesterday. Now we're running parallel on the daily chart. Looking good. A bounce. We want to see how high we can get to. So this is a cross. This is a trigger buy when the blue crosses the orange, or a trigger sell when the blue crosses downwards, right? So it's been a while since we've had that nice, strong trigger buy like this. That was early January, second day of January, actually, right back in here, and it led to good things. Remember? How January started off, right? Good stuff. So the daily chart looking great. Now, how about we zoom out to the 3-day Gaussian channel, and what do we see here? Well, now we're still red, but remember what we talked about. We want to be waiting for the price on top of the channel, which we got. That's one check mark. You got to get 2. We need the channel to turn green, but we're still in the 3-day. Better than 1 day, right? Less fake outs, but still fake outs. So, but this will still be a great thing. Now, how do we turn the channel green? Well, I'm glad you asked. We have to go ever so slightly upwards. It can't be flat. It can't be going down, obviously. It needs to have just the ever so slight tick up. So when could we, kind of project that out? Well, it looks like it might take another, maybe 4-6 weeks, right? We're looking at April here, right? We're like 6 weeks out. Now, if this price goes to, 40K tomorrow, then this channel will really start to uptick, but that's really not how it works, right? Look at how it's just like a road, right? No road just, 90-degree turns. It's a subtle move, usually, right? The sweeping ebbs and flows of the channel. So looking at this, right, even if price action remains on top here, we still continue in an uptrend. We're probably still looking at, I would say, at least 4 weeks, probably more like 6 weeks before this channel turns green, which just, more concrete evidence that the bottoms are in and we're getting ready to move into our bull cycle, however long that may take, right? And a slow, methodical movement to the upside is more likely than not. So the 3-day, that's what that looks like. Now, how about the 5-day? Here's where the secrets lie, right? Now, the last time we were at the median 5-day Gaussian channel, let's look all the way back. We got rejected pretty harshly from last March. So we are here now. Are we going to break through, or are we going to get rejected yet again? Notice also the 200 EMA on the 5-day, another rejection point back in May. That is still a ways to go. That's at 27.4 as of right now. That would also likely be very close to the top of the 5-day Gaussian channel. So a lot of work to do, right? We're not out of the woods yet, but we're maybe seeing some daylight through some trees, okay? So we need to be waiting. Now, how about for projections for the 5-day? This is why we're looking at a slow, methodical movement. It's just not likely that, massive turnarounds are going to come anytime really soon. So looking at this, right, maybe it's going to be summertime, right? You got to figure summertime, right? Look at this line, maybe at earliest, right? And obviously if we're at 50K by April, then, right, it's going to happen a little bit quicker. But, just moving on up here slowly and methodically, breaking up 25, 30K, it's still going to take probably till June, July before we get the green 5-day Gaussian channel in a best case scenario. Could we absolutely reject here like we did back last March and, nuke it back to 12K and all the bears celebrate? Of course, anything's possible. Don't be too deterministic in your thinking either way, right? You always want to look at bullish and bearish cases and always have both in the back of your mind, no matter how, which side you lean on the bears and bullish fence. So looking at that, we're probably looking at some time, right? June, July, I would say the earliest the 5-day Gaussian channel is going to turn green, but that would still only be one check mark. We need price. You must have price above the channel and a green channel after turning red. And then that is your all aboard call. That's your final call. If you're still waiting and you see the 5-day Gaussian channel turn green and the price is on top, you're going to miss the boat. Okay. So let's go look historically what kind of moves have happened after that. Right. So last time right here, Mac of the pandemic 2020, this is kind of a little bit of a, obviously black swan event, but still worked here. Right. Look at the red turn green, price action on top. Does that mean you buy at the 11K right here and you definitely can't lose money? Of course not. You're just trying to increase your odds. You can even see this nasty, 14% downside candle, right? Let's zoom in here, right? Look at how, even if you bought up in here at 12K, you would have gotten wrecked in the coming weeks, right? But if you just hold on after this, right, long-term buy signal, this is your final all aboard call for the power that's coming, right? Even if, going back to the 2018 market, right? You waited, would you buy here? No, the channel is still red, right? You got to wait for price action on top and your channel to turn green. Now, who knows what would have happened if the pandemic didn't come to, fruition. Maybe this was the start of, this. I've always, said that in my videos for years now, that I think that this was the start of the run minus said black swan event. Thou shalt not be named. So that's what we're looking for. Green channel to turn, price action on top, and then there you go. So that is the 5-day secret sauce. Now, why the 5-day? It has the least amount of fake outs. Historically speaking, going back, to, a decade, it's worked very well for you. Pretty much every time. If you were just patient enough to wait for that level, that is your, pretty much fail safe. Nothing's 100%, but that's about as concrete as you're going to get. The Gaussian channel turning green, prices are on top. It's go time. So do we have that yet? Obviously not. We're probably how long, right? We've said June, July. We could possibly be here for another 150 days of, you know, it doesn't mean prices can't move up, but prices must move up if you want that channel to turn green, right? We're going to have to be probably close to 30K, probably when that channel turns green. I would say really close to it, if not higher, right? So 30K by July, and then, you know, good things will come after that, right? Doesn't mean you're up only, but that is kind of the Bitcoin summary to watch out for the next 3 to 6 months, right? Remember this if you're new, especially. So hopefully if you're watching this long, you maybe learned something new. If you did, let me know. What do you want to see on the next video? Do you want me to look at another indicator? Do you want me to look at, you know, more moving averages? Do you want me to look at death crosses? Do you want me to look at Bollinger Bands? You just want to do a full video of cars of the day? That's what I want to do. Let's get to quote of the day. One word frees us all the weight and pain in life. That word is love. How sweet. You're a couple days late. That would have been a good one for Valentine's Day, maybe. Car of the day, Ford GT, the new one. That's the best thing Ford's ever designed, bar none, in my opinion. Coolest looking supercar ever. Great job all around. The front, the rear, the sides, the doors, the suspension, everything is tip top. All right, that is it. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, if you're still around, you know, thumbs up. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram, Patreon. I think most of you are probably there. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.